Omnipod 5 controller first-time setup. You can use this video to familiarize yourself with the Omnipod 5 system before you start your training. Or you can use it to revisit the content after your training to help you get the most out of Omnipod 5. You will use the provided controller to set up and operate your Omnipod 5 system. If you are using a Dexcom sensor with Omnipod 5, you will also need to download and use the Dexcom app on your own personal smartphone. Note that you cannot use the Dexcom receiver with Omnipod 5. If you have the receiver on, you must turn it off for your pod and sensor to stay connected. Connectivity to cellular data or Wi-Fi is important when using the Omnipod 5 system. Staying connected will allow you to be notified of important updates, as well as allow seamless automatic uploading of your data to Insulet's secure cloud. The provided controller is equipped with a SIM card that allows you to connect to cellular data at no cost to you. Make sure to connect your controller to your home or work Wi-Fi network. During first-time setup, you will be directed to a setup portal to create your Insulet profile. During this process, you will create an Omnipod ID and have the option to create or link your personal data management account. To enable your healthcare provider to access your data, you will need your healthcare provider's unique code. You must complete all steps in the setup portal. Then you may enter your Omnipod ID into the Omnipod 5 app. Participating in training before you start the Omnipod 5 system is essential for your safety and success. Before you begin entering your personalized settings, you will be asked to confirm your understanding of the training requirement. For the first step in your setup, you will follow a series of on-screen instructions to personalize and secure your Omnipod 5 controller. You'll select Lock Screen Options, set a security PIN, and acknowledge the required notification and sound settings to make sure you can always hear alarms from your controller. Next, you and your healthcare provider will enter your basal insulin settings used in manual mode. Your basal insulin settings for manual mode include maximum basal rate, basal program, and temp basal. These settings impact insulin in manual mode only. Note that adjusting any of these settings after first-time setup will not impact insulin delivered in automated mode. For each setting, you will tap each available field to enter a value. Select a value from the scroll list by tapping the value you want. Tap Done when you have made your selection. Always review your selections carefully whenever you or your provider enter or edit settings. Tap Save to confirm. Tap Cancel if there are any values you need to change. When a toggle appears, you can toggle that setting on or off. If you would like to use temp basal rates in manual mode, you will leave the temporary basal rates setting toggled on. Next, you and your healthcare provider will enter your bolus insulin settings. Your bolus insulin settings for both manual and automated modes include maximum bolus, extended bolus, target glucose and correct above, minimum glucose for calculations, insulin to carb ratio, correction factor, duration of insulin action. These settings impact insulin in both modes. If you have experience of previous Omnipod systems, you will notice two important differences in these settings: the Smart Bolus Calculator and the Target Glucose setting. The Smart Bolus Calculator can consider both sensor glucose value and the sensor glucose trend. Boluses are required in both manual and automated modes, and your bolus settings will impact bolus amounts in both modes. The Smart Bolus Calculator suggests boluses based on entering blood glucose value or current sensor glucose value and trend, as well as carbohydrates that you enter. Target glucose is one of the most important configurable settings in Omnipod 5. Target glucose is used in both automated and manual modes and can be set up to 8 different time segments throughout your day. In automated mode, basal insulin delivery will be adjusted automatically toward your selected target glucose value. In both automated and manual modes, target glucose and correct above values are used for your bolus calculations. After personalizing your controller and entering your basal and bolus settings, your app setup will be complete. Your system will be ready to connect to your first pod and sensor.